Alright, and here's the video review for the FansProject Retro Future Glacier Lord member TAILCLUB. Thanks to Agent Adam for getting this to me, picking it up for me at BotCon. I actually split the set, since Vangelis did TAILCLUB for FansProject a while back and I did Fangro. We split the set, and Agent Adam got this mailed to me, and it just arrived the other day, and I really like it. I'm a really big fan of these guys. I know some people have been a little disappointed of the G1 aesthetic of these guys, but I am really enjoying them. And this guy, and partly because he's got orange on him. I'm a real big fan of orange, as I mentioned before. So as you can see, we'll just pop him out. He comes with the same instruction, retro instruction sheet and sticker sheet that Fangro did. Same type of packaging, the same styrofoam insert here with the weapon, the little blister carded mini robot, and the figure itself. So we'll pop him out here, and again, orange. Get him out of the card here. Come here, you. Wants to be a pain, huh? There we go. Slide him right out. So there they are. And one of the first things you'll notice, too, is that he's not the exact same mold as the Fangro mini robot. They could have just used the generic stock mold in different colors for all these guys, but the little robots are, in fact, different. He's got a blue visor versus the full face of him. The chest patterns are all different. Even the legs are different. So very cool. A very similar sticker pattern here in different colors on the back. The back looks pretty much the same, although even the arms are different, if you notice. So yeah. You plug the tail in. The tail just slides in. There's a couple little slots here that these tab into. Just like that. And he doesn't have the sliding slot that Fangro does, but he does also have a Beast Rider mode. So you can have them together there, riding the animals together across the plains of the golden glacial tundra. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. You know what I mean. So yeah, there's that. Now he transforms more or less the same way as... not more or less the same way, but a simplistic type transformation, same as with Fangro, a few differences, but that very G1-esque combiner robot mode with a few little surprises. So we'll pop out him, a little TAILCLUB inner robot, set him off to the side. We'll pop off the foot/shield/back of the Doedicurus here. You see one of the stickers goes up in there. And we'll pop off the weapon, and as well as the animal head, and we'll flip out this little tab. And this tab does allow this to be held as a weapon, but with no, obviously pistol part up front. But it's the same shape tab as on Fangro. And you can go ahead and flip out his little horn here. And we'll take this and plug this into here to form the club weapon for TAILCLUB. Now the robot body itself. The arms are very similar. You flip this piece back to the back. You flip the arms out. Very simple. The legs actually pull out to the side. You see the tab. They tab in here. And they rotate down and around. Like this. And then you can bring the arms down. And you can either leave... You can leave them separate if you choose. You can also... They do also peg together to give that kind of squared off G1 block... block leg look of the robots that just either folded down or flipped down type of transformation, which is kind of neat. I'm a little bit more sturdy that way, but however you want to do it is fine. The shield can either peg on here to the shoulder like this, or it fits over the hand. There's a little square right here, so you can have him hold it as a riot shield. And again, that works. You can plug that in either way. Your preference. It's a little bit more out of the way if you plug it in on the side as a shield, but again, you do have that option. And then the robot, of course, flips in half and it plugs into the main body. That seems to be the gimmick between all of them. Will it be a gimmick with the torso piece? I'm not sure yet. The little animation teaser that they posted shows the same type of square in the chest in Tusker's robot mode. So I assume that there is, and maybe there's a way of making, like maybe there's a piece like this that flips forward to make the main robot head bigger. I don't know. We'll find out when that piece comes out. And then you plug the club in, and this piece does rotate. So if you're having any issues getting this plugged in properly, you can rotate that orange piece a little bit for clearance, and then he stands. Get that plugged in. There we go. And like I said, even with the club, this very giant, heavy club, sticking like out at an angle like that, he's very sturdy. You can even bring this down a little bit. You can have this sticking straight out, and he doesn't fall over. That's very, very well designed little robot like that. So very cool, very sturdy in his bot mode. And here he is in comparison with Fangro. So you can see they're about the same size in their robot modes. And of course, you can, if you choose to, you can actually swap out the little inner robots for whatever reason. Again, I don't know how they work in the fiction, if they release any fiction for it, but you can choose to have them in each other's bodies, if you wish. But we will just put them back in their normal selves, since, you know, that's where they belong. Everybody wants to be where they belong. Now, he is, obviously, with the addition of this foot panel here, intended to be the leg of the combined robot. And we'll do that just by doing this, flipping this. Reattaching the combined and again, on the back of the package, you can kind of see where this and this form part of the combined weapon. These two don't combine themselves, but they both form part of a giant rifle for Glacial Lord. And when we get the main piece that lets that happen, we'll show that off. But you can kind of see, you can see the spikes here in the silhouette of the club. Yeah, so that's clearly at the angle there. And then the tip is very obviously this gun plugged in upside down. So we'll see what the combined rifle looks like when we have all the pieces to make it. But for now, we'll just set those pieces off to the side. You reattach the Doedicurus head, just like this, and then you rotate this all the way around and flip it down so that the peg sticks up, and then rotate the Doedicurus head down. And there you go. And in that's the upper body, and then these pieces, instead of flipping them back around, you actually just compress them all the way down and then plug the foot into the bottom of the robot. And there's the leg mode. And because of the way this works, when you plug this in, he will have some knee articulation in combined mode. And also, just like we were showing with Fangro, if you want, you can unpeg this, Scramble City-esque, extend this out, back down, and rotate this whole assembly up like this, flip the Doedicurus head out to here and up, and he can form an arm as well with some shoulder articulation. And unlike Fangro, the way his arms work, you can actually get some elbow articulation out of that. If you look at how that works, to either side, whichever arm, it's very smooth, feels very intentional, but if you use it as an arm and plug the fist in right here, you'll even have some elbow articulation on a G1 style combiner, which is nice. And of course, you can transform Fangro into a leg mode, and the post is the right size to fit, so he can be a leg. And because this piece, this inner piece right here that holds the inner robot, is pretty much the same on these two, and I would assume it would be the same on the other two limb mods as well. So he will even have the knee articulation in combined mode, which is neat. Also, like, and one of the things I say when I say it's the same piece, I literally mean that. Like this, he has this little sliding door that you don't get on TAILCLUB just because he's got the shell plate that covers it. But if you look at this, you can see that it even has the groove. Let's see if we can show that off. Up in there, there's even the groove that where the sliding door would fit if he was one of the ones equipped with one. So the main core piece, as well as the way the head attaches and everything, is the same in all these robots, despite any of the differences in the outer robots. Because this piece is clearly different. The way the vents on the back, there's a sticker back here, and there aren't any vents under there that the sticker's covering up, as well as like the front piece here is molded differently. So yeah, there are some shared pieces between them, but that just kind of gives it more of a cohesion between all the different modes. So yeah, there's TAILCLUB. Another, like I said, another nice addition to this line. I'm really looking forward to seeing the last two and checking them all out. But there is the FansProject Retro Future TAILCLUB.